Hi, my name is Rachel Eckel, and I am a registered dietitian at Pro Healthcare. Thank you for joining the conversation today on planning meals from your pantry. Over the next bit of time, we will discuss foods to have stocked in your pantry and staples to keep available to create a variety of meals. One concern often seen with shelf staple items is the sodium content. Understanding the front label claims will help you navigate the numerous choices you may have. We will look at the differences and definitions of the common claims you may see. We will conclude by reviewing the quality date phrases printed on containers, including what they do and do not tell you. Let's begin by discussing pantry staples and ideas to create different meals from one ingredient. Beans and lentils are sure to keep you feeling satisfied as they are packed with fiber and protein. Having a neutral flavor, these are a quick addition to any dish throughout the day. Try adding black beans or pinto beans to an egg scramble at breakfast, to tacos or sweet potatoes at a main meal, or garbanzo beans and black beans to baked goods as a flour alternative, while different types of flours may not be as easily found in stores today. Choose low sodium or no salt added varieties of canned vegetables. We will take a closer look at the modified sodium content claim shortly. As a base to any meal, keep a variety of hearty vegetables available. This may also include fresh produce such as potatoes and onions. While outside of the pantry, frozen options can provide additional combinations of vegetables to keep you and your family from getting bored. To avoid wasting unused portions from the can, consider freezing extras in ice cube trays, freezer bags, or vacuum sealed bags. Each compartment in the ice cube tray is 2 tablespoons. This works well for tomato paste and broths. Store foods in usable portions when freezing versus in large quantities. Use designated freezer bags for a tight seal and to keep the air out. The water content of the vegetable may impact the item's quality when thawed. Dried fruit is a convenient way to add a little bit of sweet along with fiber. Since the sugar is concentrated in dried fruits, consider chopping the fruit into smaller pieces to create the perception of having more. Dried fruit is a quick additive with nuts to hot cereal or a rice dish. Watch out for added sugars, though, when choosing dried fruits. Dates, figs, and apricots are typically unsweetened. Whole grains are a versatile main or side dish. Looking for something new or having difficulty finding your usual grains? Try ones you may not be as familiar with to keep your interest in different foods, such as preparing millet in an unsalted broth with tomatoes, garlic, and thyme. Quinoa or brown rice from the dinner the night before can be a breakfast treat with sweet spices such as cinnamon. For a two-in-one option with fiber and protein, try lentil or bean-based pastas. Aim to make half your grains whole grains. A whole grain can be identified in the ingredients list, located below the nutrition label. Look for the word whole in front of any grain, such as whole wheat, whole oat, or whole rye. The words enriched or refined mean the fiber portion has been removed and some nutrients may have been added back. A multi-grain food does not mean it is a whole grain food. For example, a 7-grain bread may be 7 refined grains, not 7 whole grains. Canned or pouch proteins can provide a convenient addition to any meal. As with canned vegetables, choose an option low in sodium. You can always add seasoning to a food to spice it up. Nuts, seeds, and nut butters are a great way to add fiber, protein, and healthy fats. Add to baked goods or grain and green salads. Ground flaxseed and ground chia seed can be used as an egg replacement if you are having trouble finding eggs in the stores. Mix 1 tablespoon of the ground seed with 3 tablespoons of water and let sit for 5 to 10 minutes or until thickened. This will replace 1 egg. If you find you waste more than use refrigerated beverages, consider purchasing shelf-stable milk or alternatives. With these packaged regularly in single-serve or half-gallon sizes, these options may be a more manageable volume to use. This will also give the opportunity to purchase and use at a later date. Oils and vinegars enhance the flavor of the dish. Get creative with dressings and marinades for proteins and vegetables. Oils have different smoke points or the temperature at which smoke is created. To avoid reaching this breakdown of fat, choose oils that fit your need. Avocado oil, sesame oil, and refined olive oils are some examples of higher smoke point options. Try an infused vinegar to further enhance the flavor of the dish. Dried herbs and spices open the door for complementing the flavors already present. Build on those base flavors to keep your meal options open and to give leftovers a refreshing new taste. For example, by using garlic and onion as the base with chicken breast, you can add cumin to make tacos, add ginger for a stir fry, or oregano for a pasta dish. If you are looking to substitute dried for fresh herbs in a recipe, use a 1:3 ratio. This means for 1 tablespoon fresh called for in a recipe, 1 teaspoon dried is used. One ingredient, multiple recipes. There are many options of each food mentioned when purchasing groceries. Next, we'll review the claims and phrases you may find when looking at pantry food items. When purchasing shelf-stable foods, sodium is often used for preservation. The following are commonly seen label claims of which to be aware. The first set of claims are independent of other like items. The second set are relative to an original product. Salt sodium free means less than 5 milligrams of sodium per serving. Very low sodium, 35 milligrams of sodium or less per serving. Low sodium, 140 milligrams of sodium or less per serving. However, when looking at the next set, the relative amount of sodium compared to the original does not guarantee a low sodium food. Reduced sodium means there's at least 25% less sodium than the regular product. As example, if an original product has 1,000 milligrams of sodium per serving, the reduced sodium version may still have up to 750 milligrams of sodium per serving. Light in sodium or lightly salted is at least 50% less sodium than the regular product. If you see the terms no salt added or unsalted, this means that no salt has been added during the processing, but does not mean it is a salt-free food. Do the wrist twist for a quick look at the nutrition label. Limit use of items showing 300 milligrams of sodium or more per serving. Finally, we will review the date quality claims located on the containers. Many Americans throw away shelf-stable foods before expiration due to confusion of the date phrases seen on packaging. Besides infant formula, these claims are not intended to determine food safety. Familiarizing yourself with the following commonly used phrases to describe quality will give you confidence when using these foods in meal preparation. The best if used by before date indicates when a product will have and be of best flavor or quality. It is not a purchase or safety date. The sell by date tells the store how long to display the product for sale for inventory management. It is not a safety date. The use by date is the last date recommended for the use of the product while at peak quality. It is not a safety date except for when used on infant formula. The freeze-by date indicates when a product should be frozen to maintain its peak quality. It is not a purchase or safety date. These phrases assume the container integrity has not been compromised. Rotate the items in your pantry first in, first out to avoid finding that surprise can a few years later. As we've mentioned, repurposing food at any time during the day can help to reduce food waste. This may require planning your meals ahead of time. When you plan to use an item from the pantry, think ahead to the next meals and how you can use any extras in the near future. Consider freezing grains, broths, tomato products, or vegetables for later use. Check the labels before buying. Know what is on the front of the label will help you to decide if that food goes back on the shelf or into your cart. Follow that up by looking at the side or back panel at the nutrition facts label to know what kind of nutrients you're getting from this food. And finally, refer to the date quality claims before tossing an item. The date quality claim is not a safety claim except for infant formula. Not feeling creative or seeing a meal with what you already have? There are plenty of apps and websites available to input what you have in stock at home and to help generate recipe ideas. Thank you for joining and bon appetit.